Hello everyone, this is Monica Heltz with your Daily Fishers Health Department update. Today is November 4th, and just wanted to give you a few updates as we are moving through this crazy time. We are not able to update the dashboard on days when we do not receive data from the state. So just wanted to let you know that's one reason why we were unable to update the dashboard yesterday, and that's also why we do not update it on the weekend because we do not receive any data on those days. We are seeing a marked increase across the state. The state updates their metrics for the counties on Wednesdays, and so today was that day. They have moved Hamilton County, along with the vast majority of the counties in the state, into their high risk category. So there are some additional recommendations that the state puts out for that category. Fishers rates are going way up as well. Our percent positivity is 11.9%, and our case incidence rate is 24.25 and rising very, very fast. So you can look at our dashboard to see what those graphs look like if you're interested. But the short end of it is that now's the time to really start taking this seriously if you haven't yet. Or taking it more seriously if you have been taking it seriously. We have learned a lot about this virus since it first appeared on the stage, so I wanted to just review some main points on that. We know that it's very, very highly infectious, and it is very likely that if you show up at a party and someone has it, you have a pretty good chance of getting infected. You may have heard some things on the news about it, super spreader events, but close contact in the home is also a really good way to get infected. We also know that the death rate is lower than what we initially thought it was, but it's not nothing. We have several new deaths in Fishers, in the county, lots in the state lately, and over 200,000 Americans have died from this virus so far this year. So this is not, although it is better than we thought it was initially, it is still leading to a lot of death for a lot of families to experience. So please be aware of that. We know that the long-term effects of the virus, we're starting to learn more about them, but we know that there are long-term effects for some people from having this virus, and we're still exploring what those are and what they mean. We know that treatments for if you should be hospitalized for this virus, the treatments are improving, but there still is no cure. So something to keep in mind. We also know that there's a vaccine coming, but it is likely going to be several months before it's going to be out and ready for most people. We know that the virus is particularly dangerous for the elderly, for those over 65, and others with risk factors such as hypertension, obesity, diabetes, and other conditions. We also know that the virus can affect people of any age, and we don't always know why certain people who don't appear to have those risk factors may suffer serious consequences. Furthermore, we know that social gatherings and casual interactions are the most likely ways to spread this virus, particularly in cases where mitigation steps are not taken. So this is your household gatherings, your weddings, your funerals, and other situations where you may be having people over and your guard is down and you're not wearing your mask. Please, I'm asking you at this time to choose your activities very carefully. Now is not the time to be going out to dinner and to be having parties. Now's the time to cancel those gatherings. Think very carefully about the interactions that you're having and choose which things are really truly essential to you. So it may be going to the grocery store, it may be getting takeout, but really rethink what you're doing, the activities you're having, and how you can do those things more carefully. It's important that you mitigate. We know that our mitigation measures work. We're able to have school with relative safety due to the mitigation steps that we have in place. Distancing, masking, avoiding crowds, staying home when you're sick, washing your hands and sanitizing, all of those things, not each one by itself, but all of those things together, layered on top of each other, is what is working to protect you in those types of environments. So please, again, reconsider the activities that aren't necessary and continue to use those mitigation steps in all of the activities that you need to do. Thanks so much for listening. Good night.